To Kill a Mockingbird, video 31. Last video I actually finished chapter 1, right? But I was in a little hurry because my camera cuts me after 15 or 16 minutes, and if it happens I just lose all of my work, you know. It sometimes doesn't save, so that's why I have to be careful with it. Well, the point is, we finished last video and I didn't have the time to work with some important words, you know. So I'm going to start by reviewing some words and telling you the meaning, and after that we go back to the context, okay? So of course we've talked about is nearing, right? I have a very nice picture of a girl is nearing here, and I think she's pretty good at it, you know. Keep in mind the formal definition is to look down on a person with scorn. By the way, look down on a person is pretty interesting. It's a pretty nice expression, right? You look down on a person and then you sneer. Or you mock or insult the person, you know. Of course, originally with your face, with facial expressions, right? But when we can always use figurative language, right? So could be he's sneering in the text, he was sneering, but keep in mind it wouldn't be the original meaning. You would imagine the guy who wrote the text is sneering at something while he was writing the text. Well, the next word is foray, right? I think in my hurry there I said foray, if I'm not wrong. If I did, just forget it, right? It's foray, foray, right? The first syllable is the stressed one, okay? I put the phonetical transcript there to help you. Remember, I really do think it's important that you learn phonetical transcript little by little. Keep in mind that the little apostrophe will tell you the stressed syllable, and the C, you know, the like mirrored C is the O sound, so that's why you have foray. A foray is a surprise attack, you know. I have a very nice picture there, you know. It's a poor dog. The dog seems to be in a hurry and a little bit scared, and out of the blue the cat is there jumping on him, you know, his claws out of his paw, and that's a foray, all right? And then we have the word pant. This is panting, all right? Probably in this case I was running, okay? So I was panting, right? Droopy is a nice word. We've seen a more formal way, a way that is not so informal as droopy. If I'm not wrong, in one of the first videos there was a description of the courthouse, you know, and the courthouse was sagging, meaning that it was down the street, and I mean a level down the street, not down the street, right? Because in English when you say down the street, you are like here, and somebody asks, where's the drugstore? And you say, oh, it's just down the street. No, it's below the level of the street. That's the interpretation I have for sagging, you know. Now, if I'm not wrong, in my video when we talked about sagging, I used the example of my shelves here. Some of them, the shelves here are pretty thin, you know, and because I have a lot of books, the shelf will sag. I don't know, but I don't think they're sagging so much now because I turned them, right? So they were sagging this way, so I turned them, put all the books again, and then, you know, it was like a little hill there, but then the books made it, you know, go back to normal. And I think now it's pretty good. Well, What else do we have here? Droopy. And that's okay. All right, so let's. I'm just going to read this last part one more time. Now to incorporate the words, right? Jim threw open the gate. Remember, how is it possible that he threw the gate? No, he didn't get the gate, right? And threw it somewhere, right? He just opened it very fast and very strongly, right? He threw open the gate, and he sped, which is the past of speed. Remember that speed can be the noun. For example, the speed limit on the road, or the verb, right? We have to speed, we are late. So, and then he sped to the side of the house, slapped it with his palm, and ran back past us. Ran back past us. I really like the way the narrator puts it, and it's a nice English expression, right? Our way of putting things, ran past a person, all right? You can run past a person, you can walk past a person. So he ran back past us, not waiting to see if his foray was successful. Dewey and I followed on his heels. You know, heel is the part of your foot, right? The back part of your foot. Heel can also mean shoes that have high heels, so high heels. So Dill followed on his heels safely follow on his heels. So basically we went after him. Safely on our porch, panting and out of breath, we looked back. The old house was the same, droopy and sick. Of course, we're talking about the roof and etc. when we say droopy, right? But as we stared, when you stare, you look fixed, right? In a fixed manner. So as we stared down the street, we thought we saw an inside shutter move, flick, you know, just a little move there. A tiny, almost invisible moment, and then the house was still. And this is pretty bad for the boys, right? Because they're going to be wondering, did he see us? You know? Was it Mrs. Radley? Was it Bull? Will he do something to us? I don't know. I really don't know. And that's very thrilling. Okay, nice. Keep in mind, we have now finished the first chapter. The purpose of the videos is to finish the whole book. I know it takes some time, you know, but I think this is the only way we can improve our English and our reading skills with books, you know. Just reading and just throwing the meaning of words won't do it, okay? Just one thing, why do I say reading and English skills? Because I do believe when you read a book like that, it doesn't matter how educated you are, and it doesn't matter if you're using your mother tongue, which is Portuguese, right? We're still learning how to read, you know. And what do I mean by that? I've already told you in that video on how to read. You already know there is a video there. Okay, from now on, I'm going back to number 1, so I'll say chapter 2, video 1, and things like that.